And another safety issue, people don't realize this, but it's the truth. If you shoot up in the air, that bullet's going to come down somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good point. You want to make sure you have a good backstop as well when you're shooting. That's what we talk to the kids about. If you're hunting elk, let's say, and there's not a proper backstop to stop that bullet, then you want to not take that shot. Make sure you have a proper backstop, because when you pull that trigger, you're responsible for where that bullet stops at.
Right, and it has been known to land in people's houses through car windows or whatever.
Yeah, if you're up on a valley, and there's this trophy elk in front of you, you can't take that shot because you don't really know what's down below.
Right, and these kids also need to be practiced up and trained in the ways to shoot, because if they shoot improperly, that gun's going to fly back and pop them right in the nose.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to make sure that gun is secure against your shoulder. Make sure it's secure against your shoulder. Make sure your cheek's resting on the stock where you're taking aim down the sights, down the barrel there, and make sure you're being safe with it.
And don't just be out shooting in every direction either. You got to just find your target and shoot at your target, because there's a lot of that going on. Somebody might walk in front of a stray bullet.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk to the kids, when you're holding a gun, you're responsible. So no horseplay, at that time. So you want to make sure that you're being safe and following the rules.
And exactly, and just make sure, because, I've heard tragic stories and even had friends before that went out hunting in the woods and would put his gun against the fence, and it went off on him.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good idea when you're crossing a fence. First thing you do is make sure your gun's unloaded. Then you're going to lay the gun down, lay it on the ground. Make sure it's pointing in a safe direction, the opposite post from where you're crossing it, and make sure the post's sturdy enough to support you when you're crossing it.
And another don't is carry the rifle with the pointing on your shoulder.
Yeah, if it's pointing back behind you and there's somebody behind you, that's not a safe position. Basically, what we talk about is doing a safe carry where we have the butt of the gun in one hand, holding the forestock with another hand against your chest, and you're walking in a safe position like that. That way you're in control of the gun. You've got both hands on it. If you was to fall, you have better control of where that muzzle is pointing, making sure it's pointing in a safe direction.
Very good, very good. We're getting all kinds of great information. And once again, safety is the big key in all of this. A lot of kids might be interested and thinking, well, I want to go do this. But if you're not properly trained in safety issues, you don't need to be doing this.
Yeah, that's a good thing about the orange card. The hunter safety card. They get that. That tells people that they are certified and that they're going to be safe while they're out in the woods. Also, when you're done hunting, make sure you store your gun and your ammo properly. If you can store them in a separate place, that increases the chance that it's going to be a safe environment for people in that household.
I've noticed a lot of young girls now, young women that's out in the woods hunting and fishing. It's like a new trend for the girls to get out and go mudding and go trigging.
Absolutely. That's great, getting the females involved with hunting and fishing as well.
Right.
It's something they can do just as well as the guys can. So, with this archery in the schools and the fishing, programs that take place as well, it kind of gets them involved and gets them out in the woods and on the water.
And it's the same safety issues for bow hunting. You don't want to shoot your bows right straight up in the air, because they got razors on the end of them. They could land back and come into you, or just your buddies down the hill or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be safe with it. When you're out there with a bow and arrow, make sure you do follow those safety concerns, safety issues that we've talked about with the rifle as well.
Well, we're so thankful to have this time to visit with you, Mr. Jamie Wayne Alton, conservation educator for the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. You're doing a fine job out here visiting with the kids at the school, and we just want to say thank you for being with us today.
Thanks a lot. I enjoyed being here. Enjoyed talking with you.
So until next week, this has been the Local and Community Issues and Answers.